Hey guys, we got a 2014 Cadillac ATS. So last 2 years we done a 2013. I don't know if this is the same, if it's got AnC or not, but we took this panel out and we come into the amp. This is if you want to look, I'm gonna share a link below, the description below. You can click it on the 2013, and if there's anything different, gonna talk about it. I haven't watched the whole video because it's 2 years ago. I don't remember, but I do remember that what I'm worried about is the AnC. AnC, most likely we might have to cut some wire right there. It's I think it's a purple and blue, but I'm not 100% sure yet because of AnC could have a problem. AnC is auto noise cancellation. Auto noise cancellation is when you drive, it makes a thumping noise, and you don't want that while you're driving. So basically right now I'm gonna take this plug off. I'm gonna show you, basically it's not step by step, but it is a way of get a quick look instead of spending 20 minutes and then you're not getting anything out of YouTube. So I'm gonna be looking at right here. I'm gonna look for the subwoofer wire. So we got the score speakers. I took it out because it doesn't fit. So if you planning to buy a score box just like those, it's not gonna fit. So we tried everything, we took everything out. We was thinking about take this out, but I still don't think it's gonna fit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna push this wire. I made a hole because if we use this, it usually burn out. So we're gonna push this out, and then I'm gonna tie a knot so when you pull it, it's not gonna come out. So what I'm gonna do, I tie like this, so when you pull it out, it's not gonna come right off right there. This way it won't burn the plug right here. I will now hook it up, the positive and the negative of the subwoofer. So the blue and tan is positive and the green and black is negative. I'm gonna plug the black plug back in. It's on the bottom. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't know exactly if this model's got an AnC. If it does, I think it's that purple blue. I need to cut it out. I'm not sure. I hope not, because once I put this box in there, it's gonna be hard to move. And also right here, I'm trying to think if I should put a fuse holder here, because I'm gonna put the amp right here, or I can put it right there. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna play with it. And here's that speaker. This one, believe it or not, this little wire, it will go to the AnC. It's gonna go to the LOC. It's line out converter. In order to put this positive on, I usually take the negative side out first. This is 10 millimeter, and then work with this, because at the end, if you put the socket right here, let's say for example, you're gonna go like this, and then you end up this piece hit right there. You're gonna end up burn some fuse or something can be shorted out right there. You can see how close it is right there. Another thing you can do, you can just take the black tape and tape it right here, so that way if this metal touch each other, it won't give a short. So that's another thing you want to look at before you even attempt to do this. Remember, this is a Cadillac. It's nothing easy about Cadillacs. Even I have some problems. So if my problem is when I try to tighten this thing right there, this is loose right there, it's gonna spin. So you don't want to do this. It might be a better way to try, because at the end right there, you see this, they make it where it's hard to come out. When you hit this right there, you gotta pry it harder, and then I don't like to do that. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch right here. I'm gonna do it from here because this is 350. I don't want to do it out here, and it might pop the fuse. The whole car wouldn't run. So I mean, this 350 will go straight to the front. So this one will go to the alternator. So you don't want to do that. Customer will be like, my battery died. they didn't know what's going on. This is gonna happen right here. It's a 350 amp fuse blow, and then it wouldn't hold a charge, so they're gonna buy another battery, and another battery costs $200-300, and then they realize this thing blow, and then they're gonna come back on you like, hey, what happened here? So that's for your cars the same way, you know. But best way to do is do it right here and put a fuse holder and then run it to the amp. As you try to take this, this is a 13, it's not a 1/2 inch. You gotta get a 13 millimeter. Make sure you put one of your hand right this and kind of hold it. So if you try to take it out and then it can bend this or something, just kind of hold it like this and make sure you know your strength. Don't damage that piece, because this piece alone probably cost you about $200-300. What I'm gonna be doing, since I'm gonna put it like so right here, I'm gonna cut this out right here about 1.5 inches right here, and then top 1.5 inches also, so I can kind of close this thing back in. When it's done, it should look like so. And then I'm gonna put this back and make sure this thing is fused already, or if not, tape it like so, because it is live wire right now. So right now I'm hooking up the red wire, which is from the battery. Sometimes I make it a little bit longer, trying to wrap it in. So now I'm gonna wrap it in like that with an Allen wrench, and then try to slide that in right there. Let me try to find what size it is. Depending on what kind of amp you have, but usually to run a line out converter, they all usually the same. And I'm gonna double check myself so I know which one positive and negative. So positive is on the left side from there. Let me see. Yep, battery. Positive is a battery, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Usually I slide this almost all the way out. Whoop, it's out. So try to get, sometimes I try to use the ferrule to cover this power wire from copper from sneaking out. That way it's not shorting each other, but try to not have any loose wire or anything. So next thing, I got the ground, so I'm gonna strip the ground a little bit. This is sharp. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna cut the whole wire. So now I got the ground. I'm trying to do as good as I can. Usually if there's a smaller box, I could do, customer didn't want it on the back seat. I usually do on the back seat, it's a lot easier, but the customer doesn't want. I'm doing the ground right now. I'm trying to cut this without cutting the whole wire, because this is very sharp, guys. This is made by Scorpio, not Scorpion, Scorpio. But it's one of the, I mean, I can literally put 5 pounds on this one. It's gonna cut the whole wiring. And yes, you can use different cutter. You can use a knife, blade, whatever. I think I got a customer coming in or something. And try to wrap the wire right there. Loosen this ground. Like I said, not all the way. Slide it in. Try not to get that, any of those. Might have to use a ferrule if I can't fit it in right. You see how it's touching each other? That's not gonna work. I'm gonna take it all out. See, that's the thing right there. Gotta go in. My main problem, see? Then it's gonna stick out. So sometimes you can strip a little bit of it off. Depending on how thick, what kind of wire you bought. 0 gauge. 0 gauge is much harder than the 8 gauge. So trying to get all this thing out. Right here, wrap them, push them, I might have to use a ferrule on this one. I think I'm gonna try that. Do the 0 gauge. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut. It won't fit in this hole right here. What I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna cut this about right there so it go in right. See, as you can see, I'm gonna try to fit it in somehow. I'm gonna tape it so. See right here. See, you can't do that. See, this wire is a little bit thicker than the normal wire that I have. This is a customer bought this, so I don't have any saying for this. So I'm push it in. You see that? That looks better, huh? So hopefully it don't touch the red. It shouldn't be. I might have to do the thing, or I just sometimes best way to do it is just to remember, anything touch, this amp done, especially when you're touching the ground. So when we work on a 0 gauge, we charge extra to install. I don't know what you charge people, or you think how much you're gonna save, you're gonna do it yourself. But if you do it yourself on a Cadillac, it's not so fun. I'm still gonna put some tape right there just in case it touch. I'm gonna use a tape. So I'm using this tape where they use it for a factory taped. Hopefully, because they build it so close to each other, and that's what kind of, you know, got me scared a little bit from not touching. Man, that still ain't good. I don't like it. I'm gonna take that out real quick. I'm gonna redo this thing. I'm gonna tape it out here first, and then I'm gonna, that way ain't nothing gonna go through. But just make sure, oh, man, got it all wrong. Just make sure that that you don't screw this to the tape. So now take it all the way out again. That's how you do it. You don't want to start something that's not out. So now you see that that's going in there, so that kind of help out. That way you don't have to be like, oh man, it burned the amp up. That's how people burn their amp up. But this amp is older amp. This amp is probably, God knows, this is about 20 years old amp. That's why they build it so close. Usually a remote right next to it kind of help out, but this ain't helping me out. It's making me work harder. So now I'm gonna do the remote. I think it's really small. I think it's T something. Oh, too big. Gotta make a smaller one. I think that's it. I feel it. So usually this remote will come from the line out converter, guys. I'm not doing there's a video how I ran it to the fuse accessory fuse, link below. You can watch that, but that's a 20-minute video, so it might take forever. I'm gonna try to run this wire right there so you can't see. This is a speaker wire. I'm gonna run it down here for the score, and then I'm gonna push the wire back, kind of hide it. Try to do as best as I can to make it look nice. So got positive and negative. I'm supposed to use a different one. It's easier, so I don't have to worry about cutting it. You cut it too short, you have an issue. got too long, you still have another issue. So you want to do the right tool. Using the right tool is always better. If you don't have the right tool, use the lighter and just peel it, but it does get hot. Don't burn your finger. So this is positive, negative, positive, negative. I'm gonna try to bridge it for them. See, this is made for a 4-channel amp. So I hope I can just if I use only 2 channel, that's not full power, but I'm not sure how strong this amp is. Hey, it say Chrysler. That's weird, huh? Mean Machine. That's the brand name. So it's got positive, negative, but if you bridge it, you put positive here, negative there. I'm gonna bridge it because let me see if it's bridgeable. Yep, positive, negative. So I'm gonna need a Y connector because it is a 4-channel made. So I had to adjust a certain way. As I can see, this is I got this as positive. This is negative. Whoop, no, I'm sorry. I got the clear one is positive and the black one is negative. So put it in. Now that's 1 channel. I'm gonna bridge it, so positive, negative. So negative on the 4th one. Every amp is different. So if you watching me right here, just most amp are 2 just mono block, which means positive and negative, and that's it. And this amp's a little bit different, so you guys don't you can follow this direction, but just make sure you put on positive and negative. That's all you do. And your amp could be Kicker, JVC, Pioneer, whatever you have. I mean, what I like the most is honestly PVC. Those are great. I always get confused with those names. Digital Design, those are really great that I've seen for the price and everything. Amp is really small, but it's powerful. So now I got the positive and negative done for the speakers. I got the wiring done. As you can see, I didn't even put the power in yet because the power's over here. I'll do that later. I come over here, camera coming over here, this side. So right now I need a little flat hat to do that thing. So with the flat hat, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna put the wire too long, but I don't want it too short. I'd rather have it long enough. I'm gonna cut right here. I'm gonna take the this is remote. The blue one is remote. So what you do, you're gonna put it on the remote output right there. Out, not in, guys. Out. So you can literally take this out if you want to take it out. Make it easy for you. But either way, they're the same. So you got remote out. This is audio control. That's remote out, not in, guys. Out. Always think this gonna send out a signal. Now I got to do the ground. So the ground gonna be on the bottom, which you know, since I took it out, you know which one the bottom right there. That's for audio control. This is probably one of the best line out converter that I think there is out there. Don't quote me wrong, but usually if I do anything Cadillac, BMW, and such, I use this brand. I'm not getting paid by saying audio control, but I mean it is one of their best one that I've done. I mean, I've done plenty of these audio control. I think more than 100. If you watch my video, most of them are audio control and kickers. Kickers, plenty. Just a lot of them I don't show it. because it's the same car. So I got ground, I got 12 volt, and then I got remote out. So now I'm gonna put the speaker wire right there. The speaker that I do, I don't put positive both sides. I just put one side. It still will work, so don't worry about it, because I'm using a subwoofer output from the because this one's got a subwoofer output. So positive at the end. I hate making a long video, but this one, Cadillacs, I don't want to go too fast and then people ask me question. A year later, I don't remember what I done. I mean, not even a year later, a couple of days later, I probably forgot what color it is, because people are gonna ask, hey, what color is remote wire? Aftermarket is blue, but factory, you got me. So you guys ask me a question, I might not be able to answer it right away. If you don't see me answer, that means I don't know, I don't remember. But yes, Cadillac, you know it. So now I put it back. So now next thing I do, I'm gonna put the output right there, the base output right there. Since I'm gonna do the I'm gonna have to do the short wire, do the small wire. So I'm gonna put input, one positive, and what right side, left side. It doesn't matter where it's at, because it's a subwoofer. Just plug it in. But I did use a Y connector. I used one female, two male. So as you can see right here, oh, something ain't right. I hooked up the wrong wire. This one will go to the line out converter right there, to the base output. And then this other one right there, male, to the, and then also, since this is a 4-channel amp, it's probably got highs and lows. Not probably, it is. It's got highs and lows, so you want to make sure you got it on subwoofer output, subwoofer or LP, I meant, right there. And the rest, I'm gonna just clean it up and call the customer at the waiting area. So you can see this right there. It's HP. That's not it. You want to put an LP right there, and LP right there. LP is low pass. Full range is for 6x9s and so on. I'm gonna do a 2-channel right there. Input. I don't even have to put all that jacks in there. So we're gonna play with it later. We're not gonna do anything. This is gonna be just the adjust later. I'm gonna plug the as you can see right there, I do not like this type of fuse holder where you have to tighten it with this and such and such. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. But after we do this, we're gonna plug in the whoa, we have a problem, Houston. He's got the that might be short. It might be long enough. He's got the I forgot that we installed the input, the base controller, base knob controller. Now that's gonna come to this amp right here. I hope it fit. If it doesn't fit, I have to move that line out converter back over here. You can see right there, this is not pretty, but the customer wanted this way. I'm gonna do whatever the customer asks. I mean, usually I don't do it right there, but I clean everything up after it's done. I'm gonna do the power, and then if I have any problem, if there's any active noise cancellation, anything like that, I will talk about it at the end. If not, it's done. So I'm gonna put input, one positive, and what right side, left side. It doesn't matter where it's at, because it's a subwoofer. Just plug it in. But I did use a Y connector. I used one female, two male. So as you can see right here, oh, something ain't right. I hooked up the wrong wire. This one will go to the line out converter right there, to the base output. And then this other one right there, male, to the And then also, since this is a 4-channel amp, it's probably got highs and lows. Not probably, it is. It's got highs and lows, so you want to make sure you got it on subwoofer output. Subwoofer, or LP, I meant. Right there. And the rest, I'm going to just clean it up and call the customer at the waiting area. So you can see this right there. It's HP. That's not it. You want to put an LP right there and LP right there. LP is low pass. Full range is for 6x9s and so on. I'm gonna do a 2-channel right there. Input. I don't even have to put all that jacks in there. So we're gonna play with it later. We're not gonna do anything. This is gonna be just the adjust later. I'm gonna plug the as you can see right there. I do not like this type of fuse holder where you have to tighten it with this and such and such. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. But after we do this, we're gonna plug in the whoa, we have a problem, Houston. He's got the that might be short. It might be long enough. He's got the I forgot that we installed the input, the bass controller, bass knob controller. Now that's gonna come to this amp right here. I hope it fit. If it doesn't fit, I have to move that line out converter back over here. You can see right there, this is not pretty, but the customer wanted this way. I'm gonna do whatever the customer asks. I mean, usually I don't do it right there, but I clean everything up after it's done. I'm gonna do the power, and then if I have any problem, if there's any active noise cancellation, anything like that, I will talk about it at the end. If not, it's done. Oh, this is time to find out if we got AnC or not. So I'm gonna start the call. I'll tell you why it's working or not working. This not considered as working, okay? Now when you close the door, there you go, you hear that noise? That's what it is. You open the door, working fine. In order to get this AnC out, you're gonna try to do it here. Problem we had here, this box is very, very heavy and all this are installed already. Good luck, right? That's why I do not like it over here. That's one of the reasons, but I didn't know it's got AnC. Some of them does, some of them don't. So I'm gonna try to pry it out here. I'm gonna try to go to the bypass. So basically I'm gonna pull the top one out and then unplug it and see what happened. There's a green wire I might have to keep. Or there's another way you can buy it from online and make it work that way also. But that's another $50 if you want to spend that. I'm going to share a link below if you need to get that one. I'm going to have them start the car. We're going to close the door, see if it's do the same thing. I unplugged that the second one from the top. So if the noise comes again, I don't know what effect. Usually you put a cut all those 6 wire, 4 wire, and then leave the green one. But we'll see, because I remember I done the 16. So we'll wait for his Bluetooth to come on and we'll see.